Night of the Aliens. The heath lay still in the moonlight. Jamie and Sarah were walking along a narrow road. In the valley below, they could just make out the lights of a village where they hoped to find food and shelter.
Sarah, look what I found. This could come in handy.
What is it?
A £10 note. This must be our lucky night. A UFO!
I bet it's just a firework.
That's no firework. Come on. Look, over there, in the bottom of that dip. It's some kind of circular machine. I'm going to have a closer look.
Watch out, it's still glowing. There could be aliens.
It's a girl. She doesn't look like an alien to me. She needs help. Come on, Sarah.
It's okay, you're safe.
Is this Earth?
Yes, of course. I'm Sarah, this is Jamie. We want to help you. Tell us what happened. What's your name?
Joanna. I don't know when it was. A few days ago. Maybe weeks. Me, Mum, and Dad were having a picnic. It was sunny. I was looking at this butterfly. It flew into the next field and...
And then what?
I was just about to catch it in my hands. It was just sitting there on a leaf. When they grabbed my arms, they gagged me so I couldn't scream. They covered my eyes so I couldn't see.
They? Who are they?
Aliens.
Wow! You lucky thing!
Just shut up, Jamie.
They threw me in the back of a van and drove off. Next thing I remember is being carried from the van and put in some sort of machine. I could hear it whirring.
A spaceship?
Yeah. I felt like I was moving upwards, like in a plane, only much, much stronger. They took off the blindfold. I was in front of a big window. I saw the whole Earth, shining like a Christmas tree ball. They told me I was in a space station.
So what did these aliens look like? Were they green?
No. They were like... It's hard to say. You see, they didn't have faces at all. They were just shadows. Shadows without bodies.
Gruesome.
But why were you kidnapped?
I was a kind of guinea pig. They kept giving me tests and asking all sorts of questions about what they called Earthies.
Sounds awful.
It was. Like being in detention every day. No books, no music, and no telly, and nothing to eat.
Nothing to eat?
No, just this horrible drink that must have been some kind of food.
So how did you get away from them?
I managed to sneak out of the lab today. I ran down the corridor as fast as I could. They spotted me and chased me, but I jumped into this spacecraft and pressed some buttons. It took off and here I am. It sort of crash-landed here.
So, what now?
I've got to get home. I bet my parents have been worried sick. Oh no! That's them! Don't let them take me back.
Don't worry. We'll help you get back to your folks.
Where do you live?
Number 3, Bach Crescent, Melford.
Right. We'll find a station and, catch a train. I've got money. See?
Let's get going then.
Joanna, stop looking over your shoulder. You're getting me spooked as well.
Look, a signpost. Dunwick, half a mile. Come on.
Houses. Civilization at last.
Look, under that lamppost. There's someone standing there. We can ask him the way to the station.
Where? I can't see anyone.
Funny-looking bloke in the bowler hat and long coat.
It's them. They're after me.
No, they're not. Don't be scared.
That's funny. There's no one there after all.
Oh no! We'll get soaked.
Let's find some shelter.
There must still be something open.
Hey, we're in luck. Fish and chip shop. We can ask him there.
Hello. You're up late, aren't you? It's past 10 o'clock.
We're on our way home. My bike got a flat tyre.
That's all right, love. I wasn't getting at you. You take your time. And how about some chips on the house?
Yes, please.
It's nice to see friendly faces. Not like them two over there.
Who?
That's funny. They must have nipped off when I wasn't looking. Didn't even buy anything.
What did they look like?
Well, I'll tell you, miss, I couldn't quite make out their faces. They had these bowler hats on, see? And long black overcoats. Warm for the time of year, I'd say. Waiting for a friend, they said. Funny accents, too. Foreigners, I reckon. Friends of yours?
Not exactly. By the way, is there a railway station around here?
Certainly is. Turn left down the road. You can't miss it.
Right, let's go.
Okay.
Now, where are they off to in such a hurry? Couldn't even wait for their chips. Oh, well. I suppose I'll have to eat them myself.
Leaving those 3 chips behind.
You and your stomach. We're supposed to be helping Joanna to get home.
You don't really think the aliens were waiting for us in the chippy, do you?
Of course they were. They must have guessed we'd go in there.
Well, if it was the aliens, they must have seen us.
So, how come they left?
Probably went for instructions. They weren't expecting to see 3 of us. It must have confused them. They don't like the unexpected. Are you sure they're not following us?
Feels like it, doesn't it?
There's nobody there, though.
Thank goodness, the station at last.
We can ask that man over there in the ticket office. Excuse me, is there a train to Melford tonight?
Yeah, you're in luck. Last train to Melford's due any minute. 3 half fares, is it? You want returns?
One-way tickets.
Right, that'll be £10.
£10?
Come on, the train's in already.
All right, Sarah. There you go. Oh, that's nice. We've got the carriage all to ourselves.
Hey, you two! How do you think you're going? Let's see your tickets.
It's the aliens. They didn't know you have to buy tickets. Next stop, Melford.
Not quite. We've got a few stops in between.
Well, anyway, they'll never catch us now.
Wake up, you two.
What?
We're going through a station. Oh no, look, Jamie.
Bowler hats, long coats. There's a whole group of them on the platform.
They must be watching all the stations along the line.
Just well the train didn't stop there.
We better get off at the next station and find another way to reach Melford. It can't be far now.
One thing's puzzling me about all this. Why are the aliens wearing bowler hats?
That's my fault. I got fed up with all their questions. So I started making things up. I told them long black coats and bowler hats were the summer fashion for men in England.
Lucky you did. It makes them easier to spot.
Right, we're coming to a station. This is where we get off.
Oh no, they're here as well.
Wait till they get on. Then we can jump off.
Tickets, please.
Here you are. By the way, some fair dodgers have just got on. They're wearing posh bowler hats and expensive coats.
Oh, are they? Well, they can afford a ticket then, can't they? I'll have a word with them.
That should keep the aliens busy. But what are we going to do now?
It's much too late to get a bus to Melford.
Bikes!
What?
Over there, bikes! That's just what we need to get us to Melford. Let's borrow them.
Do you think we should?
We can bring them back later.
Oh no! What? Look, coming out of the station.
The aliens! They've seen us!
So much your clever plan, Jamie. Now they've been thrown off the train.
They've grabbed some bikes as well.
Don't think those aliens have been on a bike before. They're wobbling all over the place.
Hello, what's all this then?
Let's go. We don't want that policeman asking awkward questions about our bikes.
Look, only 5 miles to Melford. You'll soon be back home, Joanna.
Race you!
Melford at last! My legs are killing me.
I don't like the look of this. Jamie, aliens, bowler hats everywhere.
This is my street. Here, on the right. Bach Crescent.
Watch out!
It's them! They've pinched a van!
Help!
In man, quick, you girl, put on this.
No! They're putting some kind of helmet on her head.
Leave Johanna alone! Take that thing off her!
Still, no move. Zod, take helmet off girl head. Yes, my leader.
How come she fainted?
Search me. Do you think they did something to her with that helmet?
Now, you too.
Oi! You in there! You can't park this thing here. Double yellow line. No waiting at any time.
What happened?
I'll tell you what happened, mate. I'll tell you what happened.
Can you see who he is?
It's a man in a blue uniform. There's a flashing blue light out there too.
You've been clamped, that's what.
What you mean, clamped?
Now's our chance. Let's go.
Ta! Thanks for the lift!
I not seen clamp before.
It's no good, sunshine. You may not have clamps where you come from, but in this country it's the law, and that's that.
I utterly sick of you earthers and your stupid laws and rules. Nothing but trouble and hostility wherever we go. And now this.
He's taking off his bowler hat.
Now I see what Joanna meant.
Yeah, no faces, just shadows. Creepy.
His whole head is glowing.
He's melted to clam.
Now we leave Earth, you miserable worms.
No, we've still got Johanna.
Not anymore, they haven't. That's her they've just thrown out of the van. We better go and make sure she's all right.
That's it. I'm giving up clamping for good. I'll get a job in my brother's ice cream business.
Where am I?
You're outside your house.
Am I? Who are you? Did I fall off my bike?
Don't you remember anything?
No, I don't know.
So that's what they were doing with that helmet. They must have wiped her memory with it.
Come on, Jamie. There's no point telling her the truth now. She'd never believe us anyway.
At least she's home safely. We'd better take those bikes back where we found them. I suppose I'll have to push Joanna's back as well.
A paper boy. Excuse me, can we have a look at one of your papers?
All right.
Come and have a look at this headline, Jamie. UFO seen over Dunwich.
Bowler hat!
Long Mac.
An alien!
I'm sorry. Would you mind telling me where you're going?
Melford Station.
Oh, could I borrow your spare bike? Otherwise I'll miss my train and be late for the office. I can't see anything funny.
Sorry, we were just wondering.
Where did you get that hat?
The music in Night of the Aliens is the Orchestral Suite No. 4 by Johann Sebastian Bach. The first movement of the suite, called the Ouverture, begins with the trumpets, oboes and strings playing a courtly march to the solemn beat of the drum. The strings, accompanied by the harpsichord, trumpets and drum, play a second, quicker, lilting tune. end of the overture, the courtly march is played again, first by the strings and then by the whole orchestra. The second movement, the Baroque, starts with the drum, oboe, strings and harpsichord playing a quick but stately dance. Oboes play a gentler, slower tune, accompanied by the strings, bassoon and harpsichord. Then the first tune starts all over again. The strings and beating drum, followed by the trumpets and oboes, begin the suite's third movement, which is another dance, called a gavotte. The fourth movement is a minuet and sounds much gentler than any of the other pieces in the suite. Strings play a slow, dreamy tune accompanied by a rippling harpsichord. They then play an even quieter, sleepier tune. At the end, just like the Ouverture and Baroque, the first tune is repeated. The last movement is called réjouissance, which means happy or joyful, and the music sounds happy, with the whole orchestra playing a quick, noisy, skipping tune.